Hello and welcome in to Rochester Regional Stadium. Just 45 minutes ago, we were surrounded by lightning, rain, and really just thunderstorm conditions. We didn't know if we'd get this game off, but the weather has cleared out, and it's time for some USL League 2 action in the Deep North Conference. Rochester FC taking on first place Thunder Bay Chill. But Rochester FC with the upper hand in a away game in Ontario against Thunder Bay Chill earlier this season. Rochester scored two first-half goals, courtesy of striker Mate Cañeres and a left winger Jake Parrish. Jake Parrish's goal from about 37, 38 yards out was nominated for USL League 2 Goal of the Week. He didn't win it, but the nomination was there. Those two goals helped Rochester to a 2-1 victory. That was Rochester's best chance this season at a clean sheet. The goal that they gave up was a 98th minute penalty, so goalkeeper Kieran Brown still yet to record a clean sheet on the season, even after putting in stellar performance after stellar performance for this Rochester side. As for Thunder Bay, well, after that loss, it's been smooth sailing for the side up north. They've won 6 straight games. They look to make it 7 here today as they come into town to take on the Loons. Taking a quick run down this Thunder Bay Chill starting lineup. In goal as their captain, Nathaniel Sala. Back line of Eduardo Calzola, as well as Pierre Lerotte and Thomas Gray in the middle, and then right back, Jean-Luc Angels. In the midfield, it's Moses Cafiro, Hugo Tavares, and Pedro Tempestile. And up top, Abdul Karim Perry on the left, Jamie Wynn on the right, and their big number 9, Brandon Birmingham. He's the guy to look out for. This front four, really, when you have these midfielders step up into that 10 attacking midfield role, they've been clicking these past 6 games, and it's something that Rochester will have to counter, and they do by switching formations. They go back to a 4-back instead of that 3-back with inverted wingbacks that we saw earlier this season. The 4-back, Juan Lopez Arteaga on the left. Center back pairing of Tyreek Moore and Gabriel Herrera. Those two have started just about every game together when they are both available. Right back, Alan Amamovich was injured in the game against St. Croix, but 2 weeks later makes his return to the side. Midfield 3 has been pretty consistent all season as well. Diego Navia from Columbia College, surrounded by Nico Cortez and Spencer Dunlap. And then on the left, it's the man who killed Thunder Bay the first time, Jake Parrish, leading the team in goals. He has 3 of them. On the right, it's Ferris Cholich from University of St. Thomas. And up top, Mirat Much makes his first start for this Rochester FC side. Kickoff was delayed a little bit, but we are ready to go here in Rochester, and we'll take a quick break here. We'll have kickoff ready in about 5 minutes, so when we return, action will be had here in this USL League 2 matchup. Once again, top of the table, Thunder Bay Chill taking on 4th place, Rochester FC. We'll be back in 5 minutes with kickoff when we return. Don't go anywhere. This is the Rochester FC Network. back here at RCTC, getting set for kickoff between Rochester FC and the Thunder Bay Chill. And it's been a bit since we've seen Rochester FC in action. Their last matchup, a home loss, 1-0 to the St. Croix Legend, that one on June 16th. Since then, they've had about 2 weeks off to train, rejuvenate, get rid of those pesky injuries, and hopefully have a fully fit squad here today. Obviously, still a few injuries throughout this team, including some players that are starting today. Alan Abramovich has been dealing with a right leg injury, and Jake Parrish with a lower back injury. Both of those players in the starting 11 for Rochester today, hoping to make that difference and push Rochester over the league leaders, the division leaders, I should say, in the Thunder Bay Chill. Both captains are the goalkeepers for their respective sides, both the number ones, Nathaniel Sala of Thunder Bay Chill and Kieran Brown of Rochester FC. First time this season that Kieran Brown has been given the armband, but he's one of the more vocal players on this Rochester FC side. It's no surprise to see him with the armband. We were all expecting it at some point this season. If you've been to any of Rochester's games, you've seen any of the stuff we do on social media. Kieran is always all over the social media page and is one of the more active players on this Rochester FC side in the Rochester community. Kieran, formerly of Fort Hays State University, just graduated this past semester and will be taking his grad transfer year at University of Indianapolis. So making the move from Kansas to Indiana as he gets set alongside Nathaniel Sala. Both teams heading to their respective huddles, and, well, the sun has came out here in Rochester, something that we really did not expect to happen. The storm was headed right towards RCTC Stadium, but by a big stroke of luck, it fell just south of us, and most of the lightning has happened outside of that 10-mile radius, so we're clear to play here in Rochester. Head referee for today, Stephanie McFarland, assisted by Hugo Roos and Logan Alger. Fourth official for today, Stephen Decker. It's going to be Thunder Bay to start off. Brandon Birmingham up top for the Chill. We get set for kickoff here at RCTC. It's the league leaders, Thunder Bay Chill, taking on fourth place Rochester FC in a game that's crucial for the postseason standings. The top two teams in the Deep North Division automatically qualify for the playoffs. No wild cards, so you have to finish in the top two if you want a chance at the postseason. And there's the whistle, and we're underway in RCTC. Thunder Bay get us started in the midfield and back line as Rochester apply early pressure. Outside it goes. And up ahead by Thunder Bay, looking for the overlapping run of Abdul Karim Pear. And Kieran Brown clears away. Mujic flicking it on, but no one there for Rochester. And back it goes. Pierre Leroux all the way back to Sala and across to Thomas Gray. There's a long ball from Jean-Luc Angles. Looking for the switch and Karim Pare. It's headed all the way back to Kieran Brown, who collects with his hands. Good play from Alan Abramovich, communicating with his goalkeeper, Brown, who comes out to collect. Pressure applied there from Abdul Karim Pare for Thunder Bay. And Brown will roll out to Herrera, clipping one over the top, looking for Mujic. Mujic brings it down well. Goes outside to Cortez, all the way out. It goes to Parrish. Parrish playing on the right currently. Has scored all 3 goals from the left side, but trying something different out today as Navia plays in. Cortez will clip it over to Juan Lopez Arteaga, and it'll be worked back to Herrera again. The pass ahead, Lopez Arteaga will bring it in. and play it all the way back to Brown. You can sense the intensity from both sides, even from all the way up here in the booth. They know what this game means, especially for a team like Rochester that suffered some poor results, a loss to St. Croix Legends, that 1-0 loss we talked about earlier, a game where they had players miss a couple wide open chances. As here's Ferris Cholich running down onto the ball on the far side, has it poked away by Thunder Bay. That game, 3 goal-scoring opportunities that were right in front of goal, missed by Rochester, and came back to bite them as St. Croix scored in the 86th minute to take a 1-0 lead and held on to that until the end of the game. Another couple points were dropped at home against Minneapolis City by Rochester. That one, a game Rochester dominated, but just couldn't find the final pass in the final third. Led to a 1-1 draw after conceding in the first 10 minutes to Eli Goldman, the Crows' star player. He's been their go-to man this entire season and in seasons past as well. Eli Goldman hurt the Loons on the counter, got past a defending Pedro Paleres, but then Paleres got his revenge with a goal in the 34th minute via a side volley after a clipped-in cross from Jake Parrish. Lopez Arteaga clears away. Pressure coming from Rochester, but they'll allow the Chill to possess out of the back. Here's Calzola on the left side. Looking ahead, Karim Pare with it now. And Thunder Bay switch again. Jean-Luc Engels on the far side. Clipping it in. It's easy in the end for Brown, who collects. Thunder Bay are pressing early on, but it's Rochester defending strong. A bad touch there from Cortez, and Tyreek Moore will have it now. He clears away, looking for Navia. Navia's flick off of Thunder Bay. So Herrera goes for Rochester. Ahead to Dunlap. Back to Lopez Arteaga. Miscommunication from Rochester. But a drag back call in Rochester. Get away with one there. Lopez Arteaga sliding into his own teammate, Herrera, trying to clear the ball away. Miscommunication, and Rochester gets away with one there. Brandon Brinkman was wide open, one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and if you've heard or seen Thunder Bay play recently, you know that's just about a 99% chance of going in the back of the net. All the way back to Sala. Call from Sala to find Pierre Leroy. Now to the left side in Calzola. Inside, Cafiro has it taken away by Rochester. Nico Cortez will come up with it in the defensive half. Cortez turns well, looks ahead, finds Parrish. Parrish outside to Navia. Navia had his original pass blocked, and then it's taken away by Hugo Tavares and a chance to break for Rochester. The Chill will come this way as it's to the far side, and Jean-Luc Engels worked in well. Navia, a spinning clearance, missed it, but Dunlap is there in the end to clear things away. And he'll keep it in play. A chance to break now for Rochester. Ball clipped over the top, looking for Mujic. It's going to fall into a bit of dead space. Dunlap going in hard, but foul called. A bit of a reckless challenge there from Spencer Dunlap. Dunlap of Appleton, Wisconsin, a star at Appleton East High School, committed to a junior college in Iowa Western, but redshirted this past season. The 2022 season was a redshirt, did not play in any games for Iowa Western, and then has now left the program, is searching for a college to play in. And Dunlap is one of the most technically gifted players on this team, is very calm with the ball at his feet. One player of the match in the 5-1 victory against Minneapolis City for Rochester after his performance, where he had 1 assist on the score sheet, but created 2 other goals for the Loons in that big 5-1 victory. A statement win for Rochester coming off of 2 consecutive losses. The man pulling the strings in the midfield was Dunlap, and there is Dunlap another foul, and it's going to be an early yellow for Spencer Dunlap in the 7th minute. So a free kick taken short by Thunder Bay. Ball over the top. Defending is Cholich, who clears away. So free kick from about 35 yards away for Thunder Bay. It's Federico Tempestile over it for the Chill. Got Birmingham in the box in the back post. He's the danger man. You see him alone there on the backside. No one marking him. But the ball comes in short. It's flicked on by Eduardo Calzola. And Rochester defend well. Here's Parrish looking for the switch in Cholich. A beautiful ball from Jake Parrish. Oh, my word. And a cross into the box, right into the path of Sala, who collects. Jake Parrish, with his left foot, struck an absolute beauty of a ball to Nico Cortez on the far side, but Cortez unable to do anything with it. Ball's worked back to Calzola. Poor pass from Thunder Bay. Miscommunication. A chance to break for Imamovic. Imamovic driving with speed. Has options. And still is given space. He'll take it. He'll find Dunlap. Dunlap offsides. The flag goes up. Imamovic was free inside of the box, but Dunlap just a little too eager to make the play happen. He's offsides. The positive play from Rochester. On the counter, Alan Imamovic going from his defensive half all the way into the attacking half and finding a good pass in Dunlap, who's just a touch offside. The overlapping run by Thunder Bay. Defended by Rochester. Navia collects on the far side. Navia driving. No pressure coming from Thunder Bay. Looking for the pass to Mujic. It's touched out of play by the Chill. And it'll be a throw in on the far side for Juan Jose Lopez Arteaga. Lopez Arteaga will get it back and play it all the way back to Herrera. Over to Tyreek Moore. Here's Imamovic. Looking to the corner, but Kafiro gets in the way. It's off of Kafiro for a throw-in for Imamovic. Imamovic will go quickly to Navia. Navia brings it down and goes all the way back to Moore. Moore switches sides to Herrera. Rochester's issue in that game against St. Croix was moving backwards too much. And there it is again. Another back pass is poor. A chance to break for Thunder Bay. Running on the far side. Kareem Pear. Kieran Brown takes him down. And there's the penalty. Thunder Bay with a chance to kick it in from the spot. Navia. And back it goes to Moore. Worked around. And the long ball comes looking for Cholic. First time cross in from Cholic. It's cleared away by Thunder Bay. And again, the long ball comes, and Tyreek Mull will have an opportunity to bring it down. Plays it off the face of Birmingham. Navia brings it down again. Rochester win it back, but a foul called in the run-up on the Loons. Now Thunder Bay attack again. Here's Dunlap on the far side. We'll play it back and hold on possession with Lopez Arteaga. Now the long ball again from Rochester. Getting down to the second ball is Cortez, but he loses out on it. And Rochester regained possession on the far side with Lopez Arteaga. Back it goes with Sala. And now Thunder Bay working out of their own defensive half. Pressure coming from Navia. Tavares goes back to Sala. Good work from the chill on the far side. But cleared away by Rochester. Once again, the goal came in the 14th minute from Thunder Bay. It was right after Kieran Brown saved a penalty. The ensuing goal kick, Brown mishit it right to a Thunder Bay player. Miscommunication from Rochester, and then Birmingham just clipped one right over Brown, who's already out of his box. Thunder Bay regain possession in their defensive half. It's Jean-Luc Angles. Pressure from Rochester. Finds Angles again for the chill. Now the long ball comes. It's a well-struck ball to Moses Kafiro. It's cleared away by Rochester and Imamovic. Now on the far side, it's Jamie Wynn looking for it. Brought down well by Herrera, and then it's off of Lopez Arteaga on the far side. It's going to be a corner for Thunder Bay. Headed on by Thunder Bay. Remains in the box, but the header from Thomas Gray goes wide of the post. So it remains 1-0 in favor of the team from Ontario. Brought down by Birmingham. Flicking it on. Navia will collect for Rochester. He'll play out to Dunlap, who's got space. Dunlap driving. Ball to the outside, looking for Cholich. He's found him. Cholich with space on the far side. The step over. Running out of room on the far side, and he'll hold on to it. Get into space. Drive across. It's low. It's cleared away by Thunder Bay. Now the Chill with a chance to break. Lopez Arteaga will play it out of bounds, and it'll be off of Thunder Bay last, so a throw in for Rochester on the far side. Up ahead, looking for Mujic. Mujic touches it down into space, but no one there for Rochester. Navia will win it back. And turn well. Great work from Navia. Finding Imamovic, but Imamovic, the ball hits off the back of his heels. An unfortunate touch and a chance to break for Birmingham. Here's Brandon Birmingham. Cutting inside to his right foot. He's pushed off the ball. It only goes as far as Hugo Tavares. Now Tavares driving in. He'll glide to his left. The shot, kick save from Kieran Brown. So another corner upcoming for Thunder Bay. Corner number 3 for Thunder Bay so far in this game. And it's taken short to Tempestile. Tempestile's shot off the back of Navia. Came out and jumped in the way. Cross coming in from Thunder Bay over the head of Jamie Wynn. Here's Cafiro playing it up ahead to Kareem Pear. Kareem Pear brought down from behind. Navia unhappy with that call, but it'll be a free kick from 21 yards out and a chance for Birmingham to stand over it again. For Thunder Bay, he'll walk off it now. It'll Be Kareem Pear over it. And Kareem Pear stands alone from 21 yards out. 6-player wall for Kieran Brown in Rochester. Brown shading towards his left, leaving the right side of the goal open, covered by the wall. Here's Kareem Pear. Up and over, it's over the bar. And doesn't test Brown in the end. Brown with the goal kick. This is where it all went wrong for Rochester 12 minutes ago. So we'll see what Rochester do here. Brown will go long with it. Looking for Mujic, who flicks it on. Now press coming from Rochester. Player down for Thunder Bay. Looks to be Pierre Leroy for the chill, who's down and grabbing his left foot. But he'll get back up and is able to walk off under his own power. It's the right foot that he's walking very gingerly on. That'll be Thunder Bay's ball. Deep in their defensive half. It'll be a Rochester throw-in, but Choller's signaling back to Sala. He's going to throw it to him. And Sala collects. He'll play it out. Jean-Luc Engels on the far side. Back to Sala and over to Leroux. Leroux with space. We'll play it out to Calzola. Flicked on by Thunder Bay. It's headed down by Navia. And over to Lopez Arteaga. Inside, Navia again. Back outside, Lopez Arteaga. Looking for options. We'll play it to Herrera. Herrera all the way back to Brown. Brown looking for Dunlap ahead, but the ball runs long. But Mujic runs onto it. Chance to press for Rochester. Imamovic sprinting down the right side. Get it back to Navia. Navia inside Dunlap. Dunlap looking for the turn. Instead, we'll have to play back to Navia. And Imamovic now all the way back to Moore. Over to Herrera. Rochester looking for the switch. Back inside and outside by the Loons. The pass up ahead cut out by Thunder Bay. And now Thunder Bay with a chance to drive. The ball clipped ahead. It'll run out of play. A little bit too far from either Birmingham or Wynn. Neither one of the Chill players able to get there in time. It'll be a goal kick for Kieran Brown. Kieran Brown ahead again. Trying to clip it towards Lopez Arteaga. It's another turnover off a goal kick for Rochester and chance to break for Thunder Bay. The cross across. Cut out by Herrera. Rochester need to figure out what they're doing here on goal kicks. They can't keep turning the ball over in attacking halves. In Thunder Bay's attacking half. The tackle results in a free kick for Thunder Bay from just outside of the box. So dangerous free kick chance here. It's going to be an outswinger here from Thunder Bay on the far side. Driven low, cut out by Imamovic. Clipped on by Dunlap, but no one there for Rochester to push on for a counter. It's Moses Kafira with it back, and he'll play it all the way back to Sala. Sala outside, Pierre Leroux. Here's Leroux. Back to Sala again. Thunder Bay holding possession. They have a 1-0 lead, courtesy of a Birmingham goal in the 14th minute. Chance to break, Jake Parrish. Tackled hard by Thunder Bay, and he's on the ground. And a free kick upcoming for Rochester. Dunlap wanted to take it quickly, but is held up by Parrish remaining on the ground. Outside the ball goes. Chance to whip one in the box for Rochester. Instead, it's played back to Lopez Arteaga, over to Herrera, and down to Moore. Here's Moore looking for help. Playing it up, Cholich looking for the flick. Navia now playing it off Thunder Bay. And Imamovic will have a chance to cross one in. Instead, he'll play back to Navia. Navia with a chance to lift one in the box. Headed away by Thunder Bay, only as far as Dunlap. Takes it down nicely and finds Cortez, and all the way back to Herrera it goes. Inside Dunlap, the pass cut out by Thunder Bay. Now up ahead. Kieran way out of his line. Gets a save with the thigh. Lucky that that one didn't hit his hands. But it's another corner upcoming for Thunder Bay. Kieran Brown stuck between getting out of his box and getting back to try and stop a shot. And Herrera's lazy pass there leads to a goal-scoring opportunity for Birmingham, who already has one today. Corner from the chill. Lifted in the box. It's dangerous. Headed on by Gray, but it's out of play. And it'll be a goal kick for Brown. Goal kicks have already been an issue today. It's how Thunder Bay scored their first goal. It's how they've gotten most of their attacking chances. Just poor play from Rochester's goal kicks. So it's played short to Herrera. To the outside, and Lopez Arteaga. Up ahead, looking for Cortez. Cortez able to play it off of Thunder Bay for a Rochester throw on the far side. It's going to be an early substitution for Rochester. Coming off, Ferris Cholich. Coming on, Warren Dinney. Dinney's got a goal to his name against Minneapolis City in that 5-1 victory for Rochester. The shifty Belize National will drop into the midfield. There's a diagonal ball over the top. Dealt with by Eduardo Calzola. And back it goes to Sala. Here's Dini making his presence felt. But it's a foul called on Dini. It'll be a free kick for Thunder Bay, and they take it quickly to Calzola. Here's Kareem Pear. He's a player who drew the penalty for Thunder Bay that Birmingham then missed. As this ball goes to Imamovic, who plays it quickly to Herrera, and Herrera up ahead to Lopez Arteaga. All the way up to Parrish, inside to Dini. Dini back to Parrish. Parrish trying to work his way through two defenders, and does. Jake Parrish driving down the left, cutting it inside. It's going to fall somewhere in the box. Dini will collect. Played out to Dunlap. It's a chance for Spencer Dunlap, cutting into his left. Now Dini on his left. Needs to put a shot on frame. It's headed down by Thunder Bay. Now it's going to fall. Mujic. Mujic, the shot blocked. Now out Navia. Intense action here from Rochester as they press for an equalizer. Crossed in by Navia, right into the hands of Sala. Incredible defensive stand for Thunder Bay. Now they've got a chance on the counter. Worked outside by the Chill. It's Jamie Wynn. Cutting it back. Read well by Lopez Arteaga. Lopez Arteaga up ahead looking for Parrish again. Parrish will win it back, but is called for a foul in the process. It's Thomas Gray who's down for Thunder Bay. Another foul, another opportunity for Thunder Bay. From the free kick. Up ahead, Kafiro. Outside, Pear. Here's Abdul Karim Pear. Stood up by Imamovic Navia, but the ball is off of Navia for another corner. It's corner number 5 for Thunder Bay. Taken by Kareem Pear. It's low and it's cleared away by Dunlap. Trying to catch it on the volley was Tempestile. And here's Dini for Rochester. Looking for Mujic. Chance to break for Thunder Bay the other way. Cut out. Lopez Arteaga. Now a chance to break, and there's a ball. A switch looking for Dunlap. Under hit by Lopez Arteaga. Navia looking to win it back for Rochester. Instead, it's Kareem Pear will come out with it on the left side. Defended by Imamovic. Imamovic stands up well and forces the turnover. It's over to Herrera. Kept in by Parrish, but Thunder Bay come out with it on the other side. Rochester get it back. Back with Herrera. Up ahead. Lopez Arteaga. Inside Cortez. Back to Lopez Arteaga. Rochester work out of space well. Mujic trying to hold it up. Instead, it's Thunder Bay who come out with it. Defending there from Thomas Gray. Back to Sala. Sala, the goalkeeper from Nebraska, Omaha. Born in Germany. Up ahead, here's Birmingham. Birmingham played at Rhode Island in the fall. Another Division I player, and he's already shown why with a goal in this game. This Thunder Bay team is a team absolutely loaded with Division I talent up and down the roster as Jake Parrish is taken down from behind. Even if the players aren't Division I, these Thunder Bay players come from storied academies. Right winger Jamie Wynn plays at William Carey University, but from Ireland is a product of the Cork City Academy, one of the best academies in all of Ireland. As this ball lifted to Sala in the back, and he'll collect and distribute quickly. Here's Kareem Pear. Defended well by Navia. It's off of Navia in the end for a Thunder Bay throw-in. Chance for Rochester on the turnover. Mujic across Moss. Oh, it's over the bar from Warren Dinny. Turnover forced high by the Loons. Mujic found the pass to Warren Dinny, but Dinny lifting it over the bar. Probably had time for a touch or two there, but instead it's going to be a goal kick for Sala. He'll take it short, and now the long ball comes from Thunder Bay. Herrera, Birmingham, one-on-one in the back. Herrera all the way back to Brown. Now foul called on Thunder Bay. It's going to be a Rochester free kick. As we enter the final stages of the first half, it's still that 14th minute goal from Brandon Birmingham, the difference in this one, after a poor goal kick from the Loons. Here's Tyreek Moore. Moore all the way back to Brown. Brown going along with it, looking for Dunlap. And a chance to break for Thunder Bay. They've got numbers. Here it is again. Kareem Pear. Almost identical to how he drew the penalty. Instead, Kareem Pear, the shot, the goal. Top right corner from Kareem Pear right on the stroke of halftime. And Thunder Bay has got a 2-0 lead over the Loons. And just like that, poor header from Rochester, poor positioning from the midfield, and Thunder Bay turn around and score. It's a 2-0 game. There's going to be a little bit of extra time in this one for the 2 goals and the penalty and a couple of fouls from both sides, but Thunder Bay are showing their class in this one so far. They lead 2-0 as we enter extra time of the first half. Navia back to Imamovic. We're into extra time of the first half. Here's Herrera. Driving into space, so played out Lopez Arteaga. Ahead, Parrish. Jake Parrish offside. The flag goes up on the near side. Here's Kareem Pear. Clipped away. Cafiro's got a chance to run into this one. He's got help in the box. Kareem Pear arriving late. Cafiro driving. Gets past a few. Kieran Brown coming out, and he'll make the save for Rochester. Imamovic now looking for an outlet. Has it in Navia. Navia's pass. Cut out by Birmingham. And now Rochester release again. Parrish and Dini dragged down. Played quickly. Here is Dini. Back to Navia. Cortez back to Herrera. Looking inside. Kept in by Rochester. Spoke too soon. It's out of play on the far side. It looked like Cortez was there just a little bit late. And there's a halftime whistle. 0-2 your score. Thunder Bay strike early, and then they strike late in the first half to take a 2-0 lead. Birmingham the first goal. Kareem Pear the second. Rochester a lot of work to do if they want to come back in this one against the division leaders from Ontario. We'll take a 15-minute break. We'll be back with second half action here from RCTC. You're watching the Rochester FC Network. back at halftime at RCTC. It's a somber Rochester FC side leaving their locker room, and it's an energized Thunder Bay side, and for good reason. 2-0 lead for the division leaders over Rochester, who sit fourth coming into this game. And it's 2 goals, one in the 14th minute and one in the 44th minute from 2 of the players up top. Brendan Birmingham got the first one, took advantage of a Rochester mistake in the back line and clipped it over Kieran Brown, who was off his line because it was just after a goal kick that goal happened. And Abdul Karim Pear with the second goal late on in the first half, slicing through the Rochester defense. No one there standing in his path as he just kept on dribbling and put one home for Thunder Bay to give the Chill a 2-0 lead at halftime. Rochester, however, coming in the second half, no changes, other than the one that was made in the first half. Ferris Cholich coming off and Warren Dini coming on for Rochester. Trying to overload this midfield, and well, they've got 5 midfielders on the pitch right now, just one lone striker up top. With 2 midfielders playing on the outside wings, Dunlap and Parrish playing left and right wing respectively, but we'll see what Rochester responds with as they head into the second half. Down 2-0. Mujic having a conversation with the head referee right now. Conversations with all the referees as we get some insight onto what's happening down there. Both teams being brought in to the center circle. Couple of changes for Thunder Bay, but we'll get to those in a bit. One of the players coming in, Brian Ananias for Thunder Bay. Coming on in the 45th minute, number 16 for the Chill. So Ananias on in the 45th. We wait to see what other substitutions are made by the Chill. Still awaiting kickoff here, waiting the all clear from the referee. Still awaiting clearance from the referee. Don't know what's holding up play. Both teams are on the field and ready to go. And there is the whistle, and we're underway in the second half. Rochester with it in Dini. Dini's long ball. Looking for Dunlap. It's headed away by Thunder Bay. Moore will clear it up. Dunlap brings it down. Thunder Bay regain possession on the far side. A chance to break early on for the Chill. Defended by Moore. Big tackle from Tyreek Moore. Trying to play it up ahead to Imamovic. It looks like a switch in formation for this Rochester side. Ball driven in by the Chill, but it's cleared away by Herrera. Up ahead again by Thunder Bay. Navia goes down. Play quickly to Mujic. Instead, it's brought back. The ball was moving on the free kick, so it'll be retaken. Over to the left side, and Lopez Arteaga. Cleared away. It's off of Thunder Bay, so it'll be a throw-in for Lopez Arteaga. Brought down by Dini. Dini will hold on to it, turn well. He's driving into space, playing the through ball, looking for Dunlap. He finds him. Dunlap now onto his left. Back to Parrish. Parrish cutting in. Inside to Dini. Dini's touch, high, long. Played off of Thunder Bay. And a chance to break for the Chill. Breaking on the left side. Off of Thunder Bay last. Looking to get there in time. Not able to get there. It's another substitution for Thunder Bay. Another man that came on at halftime. Muslim Umar, number 14 for Thunder Bay, came on in place of Abdul Karim Per, who scored that second goal. As here's Parrish. Looking for the switch in Dunlap. He'll find him. Dunlap sprinting to get to the ball in time, and he does. Now it's Dunlap, the flip-flap, cutting back to his right. Taken down in the box, and appeals for a penalty falling on deaf ears. As Nathaniel Sala gets set for the goal kick, the goalkeeper from University of Nebraska, Omaha. Thunder Bay go long. Here's Ananias on the near side. Falling down, but he'll find Cafiro. Over to Birmingham, who's already got one goal on the day. Jean-Luc Angles on the near side. The cross in, cleared away by Moore. Now Parrish on the near side. Back to Parrish it goes. Parrish's pass is poor, and it's back to Angles for Thunder Bay. Thunder Bay passed out of it well. Finding Ananias. Ananias pass to sliding Lopez Arteaga. He lines up a shot. It's well over the bar, and that one's going into the pond behind RCTC Stadium. Someone's going to have to go fishing for that ball later. As it's Herrera over to Lopez Arteaga. Inside Dini. Dini's touch poor. And Thomas Gray collects. It finds Hugo Tavares in space. Tavares gliding past Rochester right now. And Mamovic's slide tackle. Unsuccessful. Big tackle from Navia. And Mamovic will collect on the far side. Mamovic looking for an outlet. Will eventually find it in Nico Cortez. Going back to Moore, back to Cortez. Inside and outside by Rochester, and eventually clipped up looking for Mujic. Dunlap brought down, Mujic brought down, but all in fair play. And Thunder Bay break again. The 1-2 from Thunder Bay. Touch off of Imamovic and out of play off the end line for a corner for the Chill. Sixth corner of the game for Thunder Bay. This one taken from the far side. It's going to be an in-swinger from Tempestile. It's high into the box. It's a dangerous ball. Hit back across the face of goal. It's going to be a goal kick for Kieran Brown. Lopez Arteaga playing a long ball, but it's right into the path of Thunder Bay, who turn and go again. Outside Cafiro. Muzamumar now on the far side. Cutting back to his right, and he'll play the simple pass back to Tavares. Tavares taking his space and working well past two defenders. Back to Umar. Defended by Rochester. Ball outside to Parrish. Parrish holds on to possession through Lopez Arteaga. And now Cortez in space. Cortez head up. He's looking for Dunlap on the outside run. Instead, it's Mujic who finds Imamovic. Inside Navia. Navia pressured from the back by Birmingham. And Rochester recycle possession with Tyreek Moore. Parrish looking for an outlet, surrounded by 3 chill defenders. And now outside is Ananias, but he runs out of room on the near side. And runs out of play. Now Cortez with space. Inside Dunlap, touch to Dini. Here's Dini with options. Played out to Dunlap. Dunlap overran the ball. Cafiro recovers for Thunder Bay, and they get away with one there. Big tackle. Ball's going to run down to Dini. Brought down well. Flicked over to Parrish. Last touch by Thunder Bay, and they're going to clear it out for a throw-in. Looks like it's going to be a substitution. Jean-Luc Engels is going to walk the entire length of the pitch to exit on the right side. And in doing so has wasted about a good minute. But Thunder Bay not complaining. And it's a substitution for Rochester as well. Riley Moore coming on. And Riley Moore will head up and slot into left wing in place of Jake Parrish. Moore, the product out of Western Illinois. As Lopez Arteaga is looking for a pass, he'll find Mujic. Mujic, body on the line, will bring it down, find Dini. Dini back to Navia. Navia looking for support. Trying to play a pass outside to Imamovic, and it's miscommunication between the two. But the Loons stay high. The pressure. So 2 substitutions on the 2 wings for Rochester. Cholich, who started the game, came off in the first half in place of Warren Dini. And now Riley Moore on in place of Jake Parrish on the left. Riley Moore shares a last name with Rochester center back Tyreek Moore. No relation between the two, but they do go to the same college, Western Illinois University. Flicked into Moore. Moore pushed off the ball. Now a turnover, and Imamovic drives one way. Dini looking for help. Gets the ball back. Moore running forward on the left side, but he'll run out of play. The ball too long. And Moss, a hand up in apology. He knows he hit that one too hard. Tyreek Moore heads away, but Birmingham's going to come down with this one, and Thunder Bay again have numbers in transition. No one coming back for Rochester. Denny going out for a ball, undercut by one of the Thunder Bay substitutes. It's the man who came on for Jean-Luc Engels. Thunder Bay's number 20, Tulio Mello. The overlapping run. Here's Tepestile inside. The shot from Birmingham wide of the post, but a great opportunity for Thunder Bay. And a deflection rule. It's going to be another corner for Thunder Bay in the 57th minute. And Anyas heading over to take this one for the Chill. Lifted in the box. It's a dangerous ball. Headed away well by Rochester. Now looking to clear it is Moore, and he does. Thunder Bay go again. The cross into the box. Lopez Arteaga gets a touch on it, and now Dini's got space. Had supported Moore. Instead of a switch play, go to the other side. And back it goes to Herrera. Here's Mujic. Outside to Imamovic. Imamovic looking to play that first time cross in. Instead will play it down to Dunlap. Dunlap running with speed. He's taken down on the far side. But the ball runs out of play. .30 minutes left in this one, and it's still Thunder Bay with a 2-0 lead. 2 first-half goals by the Chill. One in the 14th minute from Brandon Birmingham, and the other one in the 45th from Kareem Pear. Those 2 goals, the difference is in this one, and both of them coming off Rochester mistakes. One of them an error from a goal kick, and the other one 2 midfielders going for the same ball and overrunning it, and Thunder Bay turning around and countering with pace and intensity. As Rochester continues to search for a response. It'll be played back to Brown. Going down in the box is Muslim Umar, and Brown will collect the ball. Nico Cortez looking for options. We'll find Herrera. Herrera now over to Moore. Now back to Herrera. Herrera's pass is poor. It's right into the path of Thunder Bay, but Herrera does well to win it back. Looking over the top for Mujic. Big tackle from Moore. Dini outside. Lopez Arteaga now back to Dini. Inside Navia. Now Dini. Back to Navia and outside Lopez Arteaga. Cortez plays it off of Mello. Throw in taken quickly, and it's a turnover. And Thunder Bay break quickly. Big tackle from Navia to halt the counterattack. Leading to a Thunder Bay throw on the near side. No goals in the second half so far. A lot of substitutions from both sides as they look to adjust. And for Thunder Bay, hold on to this 2-goal lead, often regarded as one of the most dangerous leads in football. And Rochester look to flip the script in this one. Here's Hugo Tavares. Outside, Calzola. Up ahead, Cafiro. Now back. Back ahead to Cafiro. Outside, Umar. Muslim Umar will play it back to Tavares. Thunder Bay holding possession right outside the Rochester box. Outside to Umar again. Excuse me, that's Cafiro gliding past a few Rochester players. He'll get the return pass. Fire shot deflected by Moore. Cafiro still with it though, and now a shot from Akers out. Well over the bar and into the netting behind the goal. For a Kieran Brown goal kick. Brown pushes his team forward. He's already made... The Rochester FC team has already made a mistake from a goal kick, I should say. That is not all on Kieran Brown. As he launches this one towards Mujic. Mujic wins the header. Navia now with it, and he's brought down from behind. He'll play it quickly. Yellow shown. To Thunder Bay. Now it looks like more conversations between referees and Thunder Bay. As Tyreek Moore will play back to Herrera. Here's Dini inside. Space in the middle for Navia to drive, and he's taking it. Plays out to Moore. Riley Moore looking to cut into his right. Instead, will take the easy pass back to Lopez Arteaga. Now inside Cortez. Cortez head up. Finds Dunlap. Back to Cortez and over to Navia. Midfield 3 pays a little bit of one touch here as they look for an opening outside of Lopez Arteaga. Chance to whip a ball in, and he does. It's a well-hit ball, but no one's there for Rochester. Amamovic on the outside. Big tackle from Amamovic to try and win it back, and it's Navia who will end up with it. Navia holds on to the ball. Let it run to Cortez. Back to Cortez it goes. Another turnover for Rochester, and another chance for Thunder Bay to break. This one, though, will run into the path of Lopez Arteaga, up ahead to Moore. Moore brings it down, and back he goes to Herrera. Outside, the ball goes to Moore again. Moore back to Herrera. Excuse me, that's Cortez. Into the 66th minute, 25 minutes left in regular time. Thunder Bay still holding on to a 2-0 lead. Now a chance to break for Thunder Bay and the goal scorer, Birmingham. Birmingham driving one-on-one with Herrera. Has the overlap. Clipped back in, it's cleared away by Moore. Moore trying to turn here. That's Riley Moore on the near side trying to turn. He's pushed off the ball by Thunder Bay. But it's off Thunder Bay for a throw-in. And Navia will leave it for Lopez Arteaga. Mujic flicking it on. Back to Sala. Up ahead, Tempestil. Outside, Mello. Ball up ahead, looking for Ananias. Foul called on Rochester. It's going to be a free kick. Substitution for Thunder Bay. Off goes Hugo Tavares. That'll bring on another defender for Thunder Bay. Pierre Leroux going to step in the middle for Thunder Bay, and the substitute will head to the back line. As David Viola, number 21 for Thunder Bay, coming into the game in place of Hugo Tavares, number 8. Another foul called just outside of the box. Another dangerous ball. And another opportunity for Thunder Bay to fire a shot towards Kieran Brown. We're into the 70th minute of play, so 20 minutes of regular time left. A chance for Birmingham to strike, and he does. It's off the Rochester wall and out of play for a corner kick for the Chill. Corner number 8 now in the game for Thunder Bay. As we're into the 70th minute, 20 minutes left in regular time, and Rochester have not found anything on offense in this game so far. The ball comes in. Brown out to collect, and through contact, Brown holds on to it. Well done from Kieran Brown, commanding of his box, and he'll hold on to the ball as he pushes his team forward. He'll roll it out to Herrera. Pressure coming early from Ananias. Herrera dribbles out, finds Lopez Arteaga. Clipped up ahead, looking for Mujic. Mujic pulled off the ball by David Viola. Taken quickly by Navia. Navia over to Moore. Now up ahead, looking for Imamovic. Imamovic does well to win it back. Thunder Bay retain possession, and Imamovic gets it back for Rochester. Chance to lift across, and it's deflected on the far side by Calzola. Throwing his long, Calzola heads away. Cafiro trying to clear it out, but he's mishit it. Chance to run onto it for Rochester. Ball runs out of play. Last touch off of Navi on the far side. Just got surrounded by Rochester players, Thunder Bay players, and was unable to find a pass out of it. Dunlap losing control of it. Winning it back is Mujic. Now Navia with it. In the same spot he was just a few seconds ago, but this time he wins a corner for Rochester. And he'll leave it for Imamovic. No one in the box right now other than Mujic as Riley Moore runs in. Mujic will flick it on. Moore's got a chance to flick it on. Instead, it'll pop right up and headed away by Thunder Bay for a Rochester corner. First corner of the game for Rochester, and it comes in the 73rd minute. Just kind of shows you how Thunder Bay has dominated this game. And ball's whipped in towards the near post. It's bouncing in the box, and it's eventually finds Dunlap, who fires a shot towards net. Going to be a corner deflected by Thunder Bay, so Dunlap able to turn nothing into something. It's back-to-back corners for Rochester. Another chance to put a ball in towards the box. This one lifted towards the penalty box. It's headed on, but it's off frame from Lopez Arteaga. Now the pressure picking up for Rochester. 16 minutes to go in regular time. Outside, Thomas Gray. Looking up ahead. Finds a great pass in Mello. Mello took too long on the ball, but it's clipped out to Umar. Umar now against Imamovic. Imamovic does well. Imamovic has the ball on the far side. Cuts it back, is looking for an option, has it in Moore, who clears away. Moore's ball intended for Dunlap, instead is going to run all the way back for Thunder Bay. Now the switch from Thunder Bay. It's Lopez Arteaga battling forward on the near side, and Lopez Arteaga gets spun around by Ananias. And the shot, easy in the end for Kieran Brown. Good reaction from Brown to get his hands up and stop that one. Lopez Arteaga back to Herrera. Here's Dini losing the ball. Long range shot. Kieran Brown gets down, parries it in front of himself, and will eventually collect. Up ahead, Dunlap. Looking for support, is dragged down while doing so. And Thunder Bay attack again. Most of the game has been spent in Rochester's defensive half. As a sliding challenge from Navia. Pressure from Mujic now. And it's going to be a foul called on Thomas Gray. Thomas Gray wins the foul for Thunder Bay. Called on either Dini or Mujic. Thunder Bay already won 2 games in the state of Minnesota. They won away at St. Croix and away at Minneapolis City. That Minneapolis City game just last night. And they've come back tonight and put in a great performance. Mujic is shown yellow. For the drag back on Thomas Gray. We're into the 78th minute. Just 12 minutes of regular time left. If Rochester wants any result out of this game, it's got to come quickly. Over Calzola. On the far side, Muslim Mumar. Back to Tempesteel. Pressure from Rochester, but Thunder Bay recover. Now on the far side, Lureau outside, gets a return, plays it back, Ananias. Back outside it goes Gray, still dominating possession in Rochester's own half, as the clearance will go to Ananias. Ananias cutting inside, pass 1, pass 2, brought down in the box, and it's Tyreek Moore who comes out with the ball. Driving forward is Rochester. Mujic brought down. Foul called and yellow card shown. David Villa. So it'll be a free kick for Rochester. As the player remains down in the box for Thunder Bay. It's Brian Ananias. If this score holds up for Rochester, it will have been a lot of games without a goal. St. Croix, Racine. At home, both those games, Rochester didn't score. The last time they scored a goal at home was the game against Minneapolis City. Paredes in the 34th minute. As there's a switch on the outside. Coming out is Kieran Brown. He'll get his thigh to it. Important stop there from Kieran Brown. Dini brought down. A little bit of extracurriculars between the two sides as here the row caught up in the mess. Rochester throwing all their attacking players on now as Alexandre Hébert comes on, as well as Bertrand Ngam. Hébert out of the FC Malaga City Academy. As the ball clipped over the top, looking for Riley Moore. Thomas Gray gets there first. Cortez over to Moore. Miscommunication between two Rochester players, and Gom and Dini both caught up in the mess, and now a chance to break for Thunder Bay. On the outside, Tempestila driving into space, cleared away. And Rochester turn it over, and Thunder Bay hold on to possession now through the back. This game not a must-win for Rochester, but it would have helped to gain just a point out of this to prevent Thunder Bay from extending their lead at the top. There's a beautiful ball in from Dini, but the offside flag comes up. Rochester are still in the hunt for that second spot, but their road to the playoffs just got a lot harder. Effectively, in order to qualify for the USL League 2 playoffs, finish in that second spot in the Deep North Division, Rochester just need to win out the rest of their games. They cannot lose a point after tonight. Assuming this result holds, they've got Manitoba at home, a team that they lost to 4-1 away on the road, before 3 consecutive away games to finish out the season for RFC. It's away to St. Croix, RKC Third Coast, and Minneapolis City. Excuse me, Bavaria United is that final game. Rochester's already played Minneapolis City twice this season. Inside for Thunder Bay, it's Mello. His pass is wild into the path of Imamovic. Now outside looking for Moore. Moore, poor touch from Riley. And now in the 85th minute, a chance for Thunder Bay to attack again. Clock continues to run down on Rochester. They haven't produced anything offensively this entire game. Sliding passes, Ananias. He's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Big save from Brown to come out and push it out of play. Great skill from Ananias. As he walks slowly towards the corner. Corner upcoming for Thunder Bay. Ananias to take. Both hands up for Ananias. Player down in the box for Thunder Bay. It's Calzola. He gets right back up as soon as play is stopped. So here's Ananias' ball. Deep in his zone. Foul called. It's on Thunder Bay, and it's going to be a card shown to Calzola. Ground plays up to Cortez in the middle. Cortez will hold up and look for support. Outside it goes Herrera. Back on the other side, in more. Hebert now with it. He cuts back. He's pushed off the ball, but he retains possession. And then he's tackled hard. Draws a foul. Hebert rolls around a few times and then gets back up. And it's a free kick for Rochester. They'll take it short over to Herrera. Up ahead, Lopez Arteaga. His touch is too long, but it'll fall to Ngam and cleared away by Thunder Bay. The touch off of Birmingham a little too long. Now Navia looking for support. His pass cut out by Thunder Bay, but it's right back to him, and his second attempt, he finds Cortez. He'll get it back again. Drives one long. It's too short for Imamovic, who had space on the far side, and now it's a counter opportunity. Muslim Umar on the far side. Up ahead, Birmingham. Birmingham's well offside, and the flag is shown. So now 2 minutes left in regular time. As Tyreek Moore carries the ball forward a little bit and plays short. Here's Moore. Now the long ball. Hebert sliding back to get to the ball. Navia brought down. Now space for Thunder Bay. Here's Pierre Leroux. Herrera goes to the ground, clears away. Chance to shoot again for Thunder Bay. It's driven. It's far of the post. Lopez Arteaga ahead to Moore. Moore pushed off the ball from behind. It's a foul called. Well done from Riley Moore to draw that foul. Here's Dinny. Finds support. Hebert trying to backheel it over to Imamovic. Hebert drags back. It's a tactical foul from Alex Hebert, and he's called for the yellow. Cleared away by Thunder Bay. Imamovic heading forward. And Ngam flicks on. Away again by Thunder Bay. This time over the head of Imamovic, who didn't get a touch on it. It's going to be a throw-in for Rochester. We're into extra time. Still 2-0. 2 first-half goals from Thunder Bay, the difference. Imamovic clears away. Off of Thunder Bay for a throw-in on the far side. Big tackle on the far side, and a chance to break out of the press for Rochester. Herrera outside, Lopez Arteaga. Back to Herrera. Long ball. Looking for Hebert. It's headed back to Sala. Sala will collect. Moore heads forward. Finds Hebert. Hebert does well to touch it over and retain possession. He's brought down from behind. Retain possession for a little bit and then win a throw-in for Rochester on the far side. work to retain possession, and Gom running onto it. He's tackled from behind. Advantage played. Rochester will retain possession. Back inside to Dini. He'll let it run. Lopez Arteaga. Back into Dini. Back to Lopez Arteaga. He'll cut into his right. Clip one ahead. A chance late on for Rochester. It's cleared away. Too many touches from Imbert. It's a corner for Rochester. Deep in extra time now. That could have been the goal to potentially give some life into Rochester. Instead, they'll have to do it from the corner. Driven low. Front post cleared away by Thunder Bay. Thunder Bay into the attacking half, taking their time. Cleared away by Rochester. Back in by Thunder Bay. Whistle blown. It's a foul called on Thunder Bay. Up ahead to Bertrand and Gom. He pushed off the ball. And there's a final whistle. Your final score 2-0. Thunder Bay, 2 goals in the first half. The difference as they retain atop the Deep North Division. They're alone on top, and they're streaking high. 7 straight wins for the Chill. The team from up north gets the job done in Rochester, avenges their loss earlier in the season. A 2-0 victory for the Chill over the Loons. And this one will end 2-0. That'll be all from here at RCTC Stadium. Final score 2-0. I've been Arnaud Poquerel. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you in a few days as the men's side takes on FC Manitoba.